In this video, I want to share with you 5 beginner mistakes when uploading PNG files onto Etsy. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a full-time print-on-demand seller. I make YouTube videos showing you how to make more money on merch on demand and Etsy. If you like this kind of content, you get any value out of this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and like the video. Now, before I share with you those 5 beginner mistakes when uploading PNG files onto Etsy, just want to do a quick sales update for merch on demand and Etsy. So today is Wednesday, May 7th, 6:13 a.m. in the morning, and yesterday was a pretty good day. I did 41 sales and $122 in royalties. That is going to put me at 299 sales for the month and $619 in royalties. And if we take a look at my stats on Etsy from yesterday, we're going to see that yesterday I ended up doing, oh, that's today. Oops. You can see that yesterday I ended up doing 7 orders and $103 in revenue. Now, I sell both digital downloads and POD products, so this is not all profit. This is revenue. I profit around 45 to 50% approximately, just kind of depends on what's sold. But yesterday we're going to see I had 7 orders and 5 of them were print on demand orders. I think it was 3 mugs and 2 t-shirts, and then I sold 2 PNG files, and that is going to put me for the month at $777 in revenue and 33 sales on Etsy. Now, if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post my daily sales for both merch on demand and Etsy, the link is in the description. I also post like gym pics, entrepreneur pics, family pics, just like my life down here in Mexico. I'm born and raised in Mill Valley, California, but I've been living in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for the past 19 years. So the first mistake that I see a lot of beginners making when selling digital downloads on Etsy, especially with PNG files, is focusing on niches that are just way too competitive. If you watch my video that I made the other day about how I made my first $500 on Etsy selling digital downloads, PNG files, I shared that the first niche that I got into, the first broad niche that I got into, was the health and awareness niche, like cancer, syndrome, diseases, things like that. And if we just take a quick look here on Etsy, like breast cancer, which is probably like the most common, awareness niche that there is. So breast cancer, PNG file, we're going to see that there's going to be a whole bunch of competition. Now, back in the day, it used to say actually how much exact, results there are. Now it just says over 1,000. But, I can just tell you from experience, there's going to be thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of PNG files on Etsy in the breast cancer awareness niche. But if you do a little research on Google or on ChatGPT and you find some, diseases, some syndromes, or some cancers that are celebrated each month, awareness with ribbons, you're going to find that there's some ones that are a lot lower in competition. So if we go like Turner syndrome, which probably no one has ever heard before, Turner syndrome PNG, we're going to see that this niche right here, it's actually less than 1,000, only 874. And this is what I would actually recommend that you do, is that you find niches that are under 1,000 results. That is me personally, my benchmark. But it's just going to be a lot easier to compete, and it's going to be a lot easier for people to actually find your your listing so that they can buy it. All right, so that's the first niche, or that's the first mistake, is that beginners, they get into niches that are just way too competitive. And the second biggest mistake that I see a lot of beginner Etsy sellers making when selling PNG files is not creating bundles. I cannot stress this enough. Once you make like, 5, 10, 15, 20, PNG files, you want to create bundles. If we go to Etsy's homepage right here and we just type in breast cancer PNG, we're going to see, like right away, we see a bundle right here. We're going to see another bundle right here. Here are 2 more bundles. So right away we can see that bundles are selling very well. And the reason why bundles sell so well is because you just get way more bang for your buck. You're offering more value. And you can see the prices are pretty much the same. Like this is 99 cents, 145, which is actually less than just one. So why would someone buy just one PNG file where they can get, 20 for, half the price? Now, when I first started doing bundles, I would just do 5 because that's how many designs I would make, like per niche. Like if I was going to do like a brain cancer, if I was going to get into the brain cancer awareness niche, I would make 5. I would sell them separately, and then I would take those 5 and create a bundle. But again, I cannot stress this enough. I see a ton of Etsy sellers making this mistake. They just do one design, one listing. You want to sell bundles. These are the ones that are going to get you those sales on a consistent basis. And then the third mistake that I see a lot of beginner Etsy sellers making in regards to digital downloads and PNG files is they just don't upload enough listings. They only upload like 5, 10, 15, 20, maybe like 50 at most. And in my opinion, that is not enough. You probably heard of like the 80-20 rule, which basically states that out of all your listings, only 20% of them are going to actually get you sales. So if you upload 10, only 2 of those are probably going to end up selling. The other 8 are just not even going to get any traction or sales. So you want to upload a lot of listings. Here's a good example of that right here. So when we look at this person's shop right here, we're going to see Jessica, she has over 1,000 listings, and you just got a lot of sales. Me personally, I have over 3,000 listings, so that might be a big number for you, that might kind of like stress you out, but just if you just little by little, brick by brick, just every day, you're just uploading designs, over time you'll get to that, 1,000, listing mark. But it just makes sense. Like if we play the extremes, if you only have like one, listing up and you have like, 1,000, you just have way more chances to get sales if you have more listings. So that's what I would recommend, and not make that mistake of only uploading, a small amount of listings. And then the fourth mistake that I see a lot of beginner Etsy sellers making is not running sales on a daily basis. So if we just come in here to Etsy and we type in diabetes awareness PNG, we're going to see that there's over 1,000 results, and here what the designs look like. Look at all these bundles like I was talking about. But there's a lot of savvy Etsy customers that search using the filters. So if we come over here to filters, you can scroll down. You can actually filter by what's on sale. And so you'll get a lot of savvy Etsy customers that are doing that. And we're going to see, look at the competition. It's now gone from over 1,000 to under 1,000. And so now it's going to be a lot easier for you to get found. And I just run a simple, 20% sale. And I would also recommend that you run daily sales. That's going to get you that little timer to create that urgency on the side. People are going to be like, oh man, if I don't buy it right now, I'm going to lose out on the deal. So they're going to feel the pressure to make the sale so they don't lose out on whatever discount you are offering. So I would definitely recommend running sales. A lot of people don't know or don't do this, and it's very easy to do on Etsy. You just have to go to the marketing tab, select sales, and the way that I like to do it is I like to do 20% off every day, 24-hour sales, and do it on all of my products, all of my listings. And then the fifth and final mistake that I see a lot of beginner Etsy sellers making with PNG files is that they upload their PNG files onto black backgrounds, and I'm actually guilty of this as well. I did this for like the first couple years when I was selling my digital downloads, my PNG files onto Etsy. I would put it on a black background because that's what I thought people liked best. But then I actually tested it and I started selling on white backgrounds, and I saw a big difference in sales. And I also started, I was studying a lot of other successful shops and listings. I saw that they also put it on white backgrounds. And if we just go back to our example here of Turner Syndrome PNG, and if we scroll down right here, we're going to see like the majority of these are all on white backgrounds. So white backgrounds, white backgrounds. Now there are a couple that are on the black ones, but from just testing, the ones on white backgrounds just tend to do a lot better. I'm not too sure why. Maybe someone knows and they can comment down below. But if we just look here, we're going to see the majority of these designs. Etsy puts the ones that sell on the first page. So we can see the ones that are selling here are all on white backgrounds for the most part. Now me personally, I don't use a t-shirt like this. I just like to do a complete white background. So kind of like this right here, but it would just be completely all solid white. And you just have the design. It just looks really nice and clean. But that is the fifth mistake that I see a lot of Etsy sellers making, and it is not using white backgrounds. So those are my 5 biggest mistakes that I see a lot of beginner Etsy sellers making when selling digital downloads and PNG files onto Etsy. Now I want to share with you my SKOOL community. So if you don't know what SKOOL is, it's basically a Facebook group, a paid Facebook group, but on steroids. So my SKOOL group is called POD and Digital Download Prompts. And if you click the link in the description, you can watch this video right here. I talk about who my SKOOL community is for, what you get, and how you can profit and monetize the information I give you. But basically, my SKOOL community is for print-on-demand sellers and digital download sellers. So if you're selling print-on-demand on Etsy, merch-on-demand, or if you're selling digital downloads on Etsy, then you're going to get a lot of value from this community, because every day I give you 4 daily niches and prompts and prompts for print on demand. And I also give you 4 daily prompts for digital download sellers. So, every day you're going to get, 4 prompts for like PNG files, or it's going to be like Tumblr wraps, or it's going to be TV frame art, things like that. You also get access to the classroom section where there's just so much educational content, GPTs on how to actually write your Etsy listing. So the one that I really like, I've been using, is this Etsy digital keyword lister. So basically you just upload your PNG file and you just type in like PNG file, and it will go ahead and write you a very SEO friendly title, description, and give you your 13 tags. I also have one for print on demand as well. You just upload your t-shirt or mug or whatever it is you're selling. And then we also do like masterminds twice a month. So we got one coming up this Saturday. And then you're also just part of a very supportive community that's very friendly, non-toxic, like those Facebook groups where if you ask a question, they give you these smart-ass responses. It's not like that at all. Everybody's very positive and friendly, wants to see you succeed. So if you're interested, you can sign up. There's actually a free trial going on right now for 7 days. You can sign up and you can become a member of the community, and you can just like check out the vibe, check out the culture, see how you like it, see how you like the prompts that I offer, see how you like the GPTs, educational content. And if you want, you can continue, and it's only $24 a month or 80 cents a day. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, it's all good. I will continue making free content here on YouTube. So make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And then make sure to watch this video right up here about how that GPT works for uploading your listings onto Etsy. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Adios.